Today is April 27th, 2023, and today's topic is Mother's Day. So we're going to talk about Mother's Day cards and how to use them as a marketing idea. We're going to take a look at something that I experimented with earlier today to see if it might be a marketing idea for you. And we're going to look at other ideas. Yes, Di. Yes, Di. But it's my head too. And then we're going to look at other ideas around that. So, and this is going to be very collaborative because I want your juices to start flowing. How can I come up with ideas to market my business around Mother's Day, which is in 2 weeks, right? So, what can I do in the next week to market for Mother's Day? Okay, so, and there will be no pizza eating today, but we can laugh at pizza, right?
What is that?
It's Prezi. I'll have to figure out a way to share my Zoom screen so that we can do a training on how to use Zoom apps. But I have to be able to share my Zoom screen to do that training. So I have to figure out how to do that because I don't think you can share your Zoom screen, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so sharing my screen. Dun, 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 dun. This morning, sometimes you get a crazy idea and you just act on it to see what happens. Well, this morning I did that. I acted on a crazy idea.
Candace, I got an idea as far as the Zoom screen go.
Yeah.
Just create you another account, free account, and then you can share. If you got dual screens, you can share your other screen with that Zoom account.
That may work. I'll have to experiment with that. That may work. Good idea, Deb. Because these apps, these Zoom apps are fun. They are super fun. Okay, so you're looking at my Google screen. Let's pull up Facebook because that was my experiment this morning. Let's see what's happened. I did this about 2 hours ago, I think. So let's see what's happened in 2 hours. So what I did was posted a photo of my mother. All right, so it's got a little bit. Okay, it's got one post. So I posted a photo of my mother. I asked ChatGPT to write a poem about that picture. And I said, ChatGPT, please write a poem about an Asian woman sitting in a camp chair holding a hatchet. And the rest of the poem sucked, but the first stanza was good. So there once was a grandma so sweet. In the camp chair, she took a seat with a smile that lit up the place and a hatchet with such grace. And a hatchet held with such grace. So that I think that's a pretty good four-line poem about the photo of my gorgeous mother holding a hatchet. I just love that photo. So I said, in honor of the upcoming Mother's Day holiday, post your favorite photo of your mother in the comments. And then I had one person post a photo of their mother. So what do you do when someone posts a photo? You save it to your hard drive.
Make a card.
You save it to your hard drive, and then you head over to send out cards. And you can repeat this idea over and over again. As far as you go, log in.
That is brilliant. What a great idea.
And all of you can do it, posting a photo of your mother or posting a picture of you and your child. And you can just say, share a picture of your mother. And as long, and it doesn't matter if it's late, right? So I'm just going to type in Mother's Day and see what kind of photo cards I get. I want to get one that, so here, Supermom. What does this one say? This one says, the kind of mother people look up to. I want one that's pretty generic. Wait, hold on. What's this one? This one says, if you want to change the world, go home and love your family. Not good enough. Oh, wait, hold on. What's this one? Watching you become a... No, that one's too very specific. Happy Mother's Day.
Go back up to the top a minute.
Yeah.
There's some good ones.
That are photo drops?
Yeah.
I want one that's super generic. It just says Mother's Day. This one says Happy Mother's Day, but it's got a space for 2 pictures.
There's motherhood.
All right, hold on. This one might be it. Motherhood. All love begins and ends there. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so we're going to customize that. And we're going to make this a flag. Oh, before we do that, we got to save this as a favorite so we can find it later very easily. So we are favoriting the card. And we've got the circle of death. Kathy, your hair looks great. Okay, so now it's saved. So now I'm going to customize it. And I just want to do a flat card because with this card, I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm just sending love. So I'm going to do a flat card. And I've saved the card to my hard drive. So, I mean the picture. So now I'm going to click on the image. I'm going to come over here to upload. I'm going to go grab that photo. And that there. Put the picture. Oh, that's a great picture. Okay. So this was posted by a high school friend, and her mom still looks the same. So now I'm going to change the layout on the back of the card so I can type a message. And I'm going to just here, and I'm going to go, Happy Mother's Day, which is Candace, and then, oh, it's to Kristen. And it doesn't, you don't have to put complicated messages, right? Oh, another thing is that you might want to put the year. So 2023, let's make it we'll make it May 2023. And then highlight it, change the font, change the color of the font to something more blue or something less black and dreary. Let's do like this color here. All right. And then done over here. That's the back of the card. So I'm not selling to her. I'm just celebrating her mother, right? And then proceed to cart. And hopefully I have Kristen's address, but I'm pretty sure I do. So come down. We have a new checkout system. So it's pretty intuitive. What I love is that the bulk option is at the top instead of at the bottom. So it's not what is this? It's a you're thinking about it thing. So we're going to go add recipient down here. Look up her name. There she is. And then done. And then because it's Kristen's mom and not Brian's mom, I'm just going to go in here and change it to Kristen, save contact. And actually, I've never met her husband, so I don't need to know his name, right? You don't need to know husbands' names if you don't know them, right? So check out. And then
You might want to put his name in your notes, though, so in case you ever need his name, you have it.
that's true. That is a good idea. Okay, so the card's sent, and we're going to do what Susan just suggested. We're going to go, Kristen. There she is. We're going to edit her. And we're going to come down here to spouse. And we're going to add spouse, Brian. There. Now, I know her husband. Okay, so that's that. So that's how you would handle this Facebook thing. And you guys might get more. And comment on them too. She looks like you look like her. You look like your mom. Okay. And then look and see if there's any. So, but if more people post, just keep doing the same thing. Just keep sending people cards if they post it. That's one idea. And then they get the card in the mail and they're like, oh, that's cool. How'd you do that? Okay. Now that's if you're a send out cards person, but wouldn't that idea work for any business? Let's say Suzanne does it. I'm going to stop sharing here. Let's say Suzanne does it. She is a health coach, right? She does this, no branding on the back of the card. People are going to text her and they're going to say, oh my God, thank you so much for the card. How are you doing? And that's Suzanne's opportunity to say, I'm doing great. My business is really picking up, and then they're going to go, what business are you doing? So it's a conversation starter. We're not selling, we're loving, right? When you send cards, you're sending cards to love, not to sell. So that's one idea. Okay. So let's share my screen again. Any comments on that or ideas? That's something all of you can do right now, like today. Just find a picture of your mom and do something in honor of her Mother's Day, post a photo of your mom, and then start sending cards. And if somebody posts and you don't have their mailing address, what do?
Ask them.
Ask them. Yeah, ask them. Okay, now sharing screen again. Dun, 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 dun. Share screen. Marianne is awake. What is it? 3 a.m. for you? Five. Oh, we're so happy you're here. Okay, so now we're going to go over to Canva. Look at this quote. I heard this quote this morning and I immediately turned it into a greeting
That.
card. And Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram posts. So I heard the quote and I was like, oh my God, that's the best quote ever. Quickly made the graphic and posted it everywhere. And now I'm thinking about using this as my card backs, right? Just putting that on the back of my card without anything else. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. We'll see what I do with that. Okay. So Mother's
I'm
Day.
gonna steal that.
You can steal it. So Mother's Day. Let's create a card for Mother's Day that is generic, that can be sent to anybody, including men, that just celebrates mothers, right? Or celebrates motherhood. So we're going to go create a design and we're going to do a 5x7 card. So in inches, 5x7, that gives you a 5 inches wide by 7 inches high card, which is exactly the size we need. 5x7, right? And then we're going to go over here to search templates and we're just going to type in Mother's Day and see what happens. Oh, I love this one. I love this one because I love cherry blossoms. It's perfect. I don't have to do anything to this one. Don't you love when that happens? Okay, I'm going to come over here to this graphic. I'm going to make it my pink. All right. And then I'm going to come over here to this happy and I'm going to make it my font. And then I'm going to come down here to Mother's Day and I'm going to make that my font. Which is probably not showing brochure. All right, so there. And then I'm going to make the fonts, the colors. I'm going to make the colors pink. All right. And I don't have to do anything else to that card. Don't you love it when Canva just nails you? Look at that. It's perfect. All right, so that's going to be the front of the card, right? And then let's go to the inside of the card. And I want to pick up what this color is right here. So, because I want the panels on the inside of the card to be the same color as the front of the card. So I'm going to use my eyedropper, which is a Chrome extension. It's called Eyedropper Color Picker. You pick a color from the website and you just grab it. And then now I have the color code for that color, which is E. That's a good color code. So I'm going to come over here to the panel and I'm going to change the color to E. There you go. Now this is, it's close enough. So now that's the same color. But then now what I also want to do is I want to duplicate this because I want that rose on the inside of the card. So I'm going to duplicate that page and I'm going to delete these. All right. And then, yeah, I need to make it a little darker. The other way that you can color pick is within Canva. You can click on the color block here, click on the plus sign, grab the eyedropper here, and maybe come down here and grab that color. That one's closer, huh? So that's the front of the card. That's the inside left. And here's the inside right panel. And grab some text. Mother's Day is a celebration of love, compassion, and you know what? Let's go ask ChatGPT. Let's just ask ChatGPT what they say. New chat. Why do we celebrate Mother's Day? Mother's Day is a holiday celebrated in various countries around the world in honor and to honor and appreciate mothers and motherhood. The holiday was first, so it has, ooh, hold on a minute. Okay. Anna Jarvis's mother had been a peace activist who had cared for wounded soldiers on both sides of the American Civil War. And Anna wanted to honor her mother's memory by creating a day dedicated to all mothers. Oh, okay. I love it when ChatGPT gives me good ideas. So I'm just going to grab that whole thing, right? Copy and go back over to Canva. All right. And I'm going to go over here. I'm going to delete this because it's going to be too big. Move that over. Let's grab some text, some body text. Control V. Let's see if it fits. Oh my goodness gracious. Don't you love it when ChatGPT gives you good ideas? Okay, so it's too long to fit on one side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the first part of it, cut. I'm going to go to the top and I'm going to paste it and change it to the font needs to be Open Sans. Hold on, what's the font is Open Sans at 12. So font needs to be Open Sans at 12, not bolded, and then the effects are I don't know why it did that. The effect needs to be, see how it's spaced out like that? We fix that by going to spacing, and then we take it back down to 0, and then it should be normal. Does it look the same? Yep. Okay. So now this picture here is too dark, right? So let's make it a little transparent. Let's make it like 80%. No, I don't like it. Okay, so we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to add, actually, we don't really have to.
Why don't you check and see if there's just another cherry blossoms graphic you can put in?
Actually, I kind of like it.
Okay.
I kind of like it like this at the bottom. And then I'm going to change it so it's not centered because it's a story, so it's going to be hard to read if it's not centered. And then move that up there. And then let's grab a heading, the history of Mother's Day. And then we'll change that to, let's say 28. No, make it smaller, 21. Okay. And then we'll move that up here. Well, we'll make it just a little smidge smaller. Or you know what? How about we do this? The history of Mother's Day. And we make Mother's Day just a little bit bigger. We'll go okay. And then we'll move this up just a smidge. And we make it pink to go with the whole pink theme. All right. And then we're going to make this my brown because black is just so black. So now that's brown. There's the history of Mother's Day. And you know what? Why don't we just put that
There, that works.
right there? Right there. Okay. And then this, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make it left margin. We're going to put a space here. All right. We're going to make sure that the it's in the boundaries of the what are these called? Guides. And then it looks like there's I need to get rid of a space right here too. So we'll go over here and we'll hit the backspace. So now it's at the top of the page. And so then I've got a story. Oh, gonna make it brown. I've got the story or the history of Mother's Day, and I hope you guys can copy this exact idea, but use your own stuff. Like go ask ChatGPT and use what ChatGPT tells you, right? So front of the card, inside left panel, inside right panel, and then I'm going to put I'm going to add my signature on the bottom. If you are a mother or have a mother, happy Mother's Day. All right, and then I'm gonna do a little side thing there. I'm gonna make it smaller. Do a little smush over here. Do that over here, and then grab another text box, type my name, and then for my signature, I use a font called Amsterdam. There it is. All right. Because that's the closest to my K that I can find. So, that's brown, that's brown.
Why don't you use your real signature?
Have you read my handwriting?
No.
It's pretty bad. Oh, let's put some.
Now this could be a doctor.
Let's put some more blossoms on the elements. Let's put some more cherry blossoms. Cherry blossoms. Let's see what looks good. I just want to do something real subtle. Okay, we'll do this one. This one's pretty subtle. And then make it smaller.
Look at the photos and see if there's one that from the photos that works, because
Oh, that one's better. This one right
Yeah.
here. And then
yeah, because the mixed style is
and that is super mixed. Oh wait, what's this one? This one might work. No, it's a different kind of, it's not, that's just not a cherry blossom. What is that?
it's a cherry blossom, it's just a different variety.
Hmm. I
Try
could.
just that single one, or
I
the-
like that single one.
This one?
the single one, and just
That one?
make it less transparent.
Do, 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 do. La, 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 la. Like a soul?
Yeah,
And then maybe shrink it. Do we like?
angle it just a tiny bit. Turn it clockwise about 5 degrees. Right there.
There we go. Okay, let's just make sure all the margins are pretty. Let's make this smaller. Let's make that 12. Squish that there. And let's put Happy Mother's Day on its own line.
Why don't you bold that?
And let's bold that. I see. Should we make it pink? Should we make it the pink?
Try it.
And then make my name pink? No.
Yeah.
Keep
No?
my name
Name,
brown.
yes, but not the other one. You could do the name pink, but not, yeah, that should
So
be brown.
keep this brown, but keep it bold. And make my name pink.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy. So let's download it. Let's call this Mother's Day card. Mother's Day card 2023. And then come up here and change it. Change the pages to front, left, right. That way it's easier for you to find them later when you go back in to find them. Okay, so now we're going to download this. So we're going to go share, and then we're going to click on download. It's going to download as a PNG zipped file. Everything here is perfect, so I'm downloading it. And then once it's downloaded, you go to where you downloaded it and click on that, open it up. And then you want to extract the file. So you click, you guys can see the pop-up. Okay, extract all. Sometimes Zoom doesn't do that. So I'm extracting it to my downloads folder. So now there's the panels. Dun, 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 dun. And now we go back to send out cards, and we're going to create a campaign. So we're going to click on campaigns. And we're going to click on the blue button, and we're going to call it 2023 Mother's Day. Create campaign. We're going to add a card. We're going to do a 100% build your own vertical card. We're going to customize it. It's going to be a 2-panel card. Click next. Current editor. That beta test for that editor has been a year or more. Okay, image. So now we're going to upload those images. So Mother's Day card. Here's the front. Dun, 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 dun. There's the front of the card. All right, then we come over here and we do the left, upload the left. Dun, 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 dun. Imperial. All right. Ooh, that looks good. And then we do the right. Dun, 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 dun.
That is so cool.
Isn't that cool? And you guys can do this exact same thing. I've just shown you how. All right, open. Done. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that. Okay, now I am going to use. Oh, maybe that wasn't a good placement for that flower. It's too late now. It's done. I've committed to it. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to upload that quote. So I'm going to drag image here because I do really just, I think that that's a great card back, and it has my logo for the podcast, and it's just subtle enough, right? And it oh my God, doesn't that look awesome on the back of the card? Okay, so let's go through it. We've got the front, looks very pretty. The inside, which is a story, and the back of the card, which is going to be my new custom branding. So that I have this so that it's always this branding. I'm going to click on layouts, and I'm going to find that picture. It's probably at the very bottom. Let's see. Oops. Shoot.
So Candace,
I forgot to save it first. Yes.
what you would have done different with that flower? You said you don't like where that was.
Yeah, I
landing.
would have put it on the
The corner.
in the other corner. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, go back. Candace. Ooh, how embarrassing. Okay. Layouts. Full bleed. Nope. Full bleed. Click on image. Click on the image again. Save layout. And then if you do this and go like this, will it be here? You might have to go back in and save it again. Layouts. This should be it. Yeah, set as default. All right, that is now my new default card back, and I am down with that. Okay, so now I'm adding this to the campaign.
But you have no way of people contacting you on that. You don't have an email, phone number?
That's true. That's true. What you can do though is a lot of times here, I'm going to save this and then I'll show you what I do. So a lot of times I already have that information on the inside of the card. So we're going to go to catalog. I saved the campaign. So we're going to go to catalog, and I'm going to show you, this is a card right here that I reuse over and over again. When I reuse this card, I click on send card. And then I change the front to the latest podcast guest. Right. And then I edit the inside of the card. But do you see at this layout here has a space for you? See, with the phone number, you got to add your last name. This layout here has a space for a photo and a place to type. It's a really good signature line. So I like to use this layout when I'm sending a thank you card. True story. I interviewed a woman who worked on the film that changed my daughter's life. And I didn't know that until after I interviewed her. Isn't that crazy? And I've known her for years.
What was the film?
Walking with Dinosaurs. My daughter is a paleontologist today. Okay, so this layout here is kind of hard to do every single time because you got to find the photo. So I always save it. I'm going to save it so that next time we pull it up, it's correct. So I always save it and just keep reusing it because this is a hard layout to set up every time. So we're going to come over to the back of the card, and we're going to make the opportunity knocks the back of the card, and we're going to save it again. So the next time I pull up that template, it'll be this, right? And I include the little abundantly lucky sticker that's in the, you guys see that sticker? I love the stickers, sending the stickers as gifts because they're, here, I'll show you the gift. Proceed to checkout. Browse gifts. Let's just put decal and see what we get. I love the decals though, because people like decals, right? People like decals. They put them on their laptops and stuff or on the back of their phones. Oh, it's sticker. Did I spell sticker right? So here is the abundantly lucky decal. And I always just say I'm abundantly lucky to have interviewed you. but there's other, no one is you. I send this one to people too. No one is you, and that is your superpower. Always believe something wonderful is about to happen. These are all really good stickers, and they're $4, so they're a really cost-effective gift, right? For less than $10, including shipping and all that stuff, you can send a little gift in an envelope, and it's just a nice little thing, right? It's just a nice little thing, and it's not brownies, and because the brownies are great, but they're 450 calories each. Okay, we're not going to send this card, so I'm going to cancel this cancel and go to cart. And I'm going to cancel this card. Is there a place to do that? No, we'll just come out. Okay, so now we're going to send that campaign to the 8 of you. So I'm going to come over here to contacts. There's just 8 people, right? Am I missing anybody? It says there's 13. Oh, so I'm not seeing everyone. Okay, hold on. Dun, 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 dun. I want to see everybody's beautiful faces. So I need to go over here to video. No. Oh, how do I see everybody's beautiful face? Over here. It's got to be at the very top. Oh, you know what? I can see the participant window. Okay, so we're going to go over here and we're going to start searching for your names. And this is the clunky way to do it, but it works. So we're going to put in Diana because she's in my, I don't know why I have you in my contact manager as Diana, but that's what I have. Oh, maybe I don't. Maybe I spelled Diana wrong. There's probably going to be a gazillion dies. All right, so we got to do the HIL.
It's 2 N's and an A.
I did put 2 N's.
No.
Oh, I have you as Di, and I have you in my address book twice. So there's Di. And then I see BJ. BJ should be the only BJ in my address book. I mean, you only have to put in a couple of letters to get the person. Then I see Kathy Gunter. Kathy Gunter. All right, and then I see Ellen Lovelace. And I hope I have Ellen's new address. Yes, I do. Portland, Oregon. All right. And then let's see. There's Sheila. Sheila. You know what would be really cool? Sheila. There's Sheila. Oh, we might be able to do it. Hold on. There's Sheila. And then there's Deb D. Deb Davis is famous. Her new chapter is launching tomorrow. And then we have Wendy Kuhn. Oops, it's not Wendy Koo, but hey, it showed up anyway. And then we have Mary Ann. Hi, Michelle. I didn't see you log in. Mary Ann. Mary Ann Roos. Isn't that a great name? Is it Roos or is it Roos? Michelle.
Roos.
There's Michelle. And we've got Karen. If you have a list, it works. Karen Parker. There's Karen. And then we have Susan.
You don't have this as a group.
I'm going to in a minute. And then we have Suzanne. Okay. And then we have Suzanne. And there might be a couple Suzannes too. So, okay. So now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a group. So add group. And I'm going to create a new group. And I'm going to call it 2023 Marketing Coffee Hour. And it says just one, but I've highlighted all of you. So hopefully you're all in the group. Oh, it says 2 selected.
Don't you have to add them as you go?
No, you should be able to just do it. Let's see what happens. Let's view groups. It may just be a fluke. 2023 MCH. Let's see who's in the group. Oh, everybody's there. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yay! Select all. No, I don't need to select all. Okay.
How
So
did
now
you
what we're going to do.
How did you do that? How did you do that?
Okay, so I went to view groups. Okay, let's go back to view contacts. View groups.
Uh-huh.
And then I put in the name of the group, 2023 Marketing Coffee Hour. And then I clicked on the check mark and I went manage members.
Yeah.
And everybody was there.
Yeah, but I mean, how did you get all those people in that group is what I'm
So
asking.
we just went through and put check marks next to everybody's name as I added them.
Oh, you
And
did,
then,
okay.
and then
I'm
at the
sorry.
top, I created a new group. I clicked on add to group and then created a new group. Okay. So now everybody's in the group. So we're going to go back to the campaign. This is probably the easiest way to do this. We're going to go back to the campaign and we're going to open the campaign and we're going to send it. Select all, send campaign, and then add recipients, and then view groups. Click on view groups, and then 2023 MCH, and then select done. And everybody's loaded. So I currently have cards left on my package. So I only have to pay for postage. And some of you are in Canada. So it's a little more than normal, but this is going to cost me $8. All right, everybody's there. And we are checking out. Confirm and send. So that will ship tomorrow. So that is
where's the extra money?
I know. Okay, so now what I can do, and this is the brilliant part, you sent this card that's a very generic Mother's Day card, right? And this card can have your branding on the back, right? You do this, but go back to the graphic. Where is it? All right. And go over here to resize. And you want to resize it for Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Copy and resize. All right, so now there is your LinkedIn post, and you can just delete. You can either include these in the thing, or you can delete them. You can, so it's a reel, like a reel, or you can delete them. But then you put on Mother's Day, you take these graphics, which you've mailed to some people in the mail, right? And you post them to the 3 social medias that you're using, or the 2 social medias that you're using. And you can play with it a little bit, make it a little bigger so it's easier to read. But because this is on LinkedIn and Instagram, it will scroll, right? On Facebook, not so much. And then it's post on Mother's Day. And then the people who got your card are going to say, cool, right? So it's reinforcing how awesome you are. All right, we're at 11:40. So ideas, inspirations, add to the goodness.
I get my new pug today.
Yay!
Okay,
Fun.
Suzanne.
Oh,
It's just like what Chat GPT said when it said in there that Mother's Day is honor the memory of mothers too, because some of us don't have mothers.
Mhm. Yeah,
So we're honoring the memory that we do have, so we
Yeah.
can still celebrate
like me.
Mother's Day.
Susan had a question.
yeah, no, not a question. 1 year, I actually put in there how I created the card and said that, if you have somebody that's won't be getting a Mother's Day card and would like to send one, and I put in my my link so they could send a card.
You can do that on the
idea.
you can do that on the back of the card, maybe.
It's just a thought.
Yeah. And it's a good idea. It's a good idea. That might be something that
It's a good idea for a social media post.
yeah, it's a good idea for a social media post. I just remember,
So-
cards are not for selling, cards are for celebrating and appreciating.
Turn right.
Yeah.
Deb's driving.
I'm sorry. Candace, are you going to put the video up?
Yes, the
soon,
video
or-
will be available tomorrow.
Okay.
So I had an idea as you were making this. I'm hosting, I do a health and hope night every other month on Zoom, but every other month we do it live here in Southern Illinois with people here. And rather than just text the graphic that I created for it to my local clients or my prospective clients, I think I'll make a send out card and send it.
Good idea.
Then they can stick it on their fridge and it'll remind them to go.
Uh-huh. That's an excellent idea.
And this one's going to be extra fun because I've got a friend who has a mobile cat cafe who's coming and parking it in front of my house. So you can play with the cats, you can get a free cup of coffee, and we're going to do, health related stuff.
I've never even heard of this business model.
I've been to cat cafes, but only brick and mortar. And this is like a truck. It's a 31-foot truck. And she can serve coffee out the outside, so that does not mix with the cats. And then she
Uh-huh.
picks up cats from the Humane Society. The whole idea is to get some adopted. And then you
Yeah.
go in and you play with the cats. And
Cool.
normally you pay to go in with the cats, but I'm just giving her a flat fee for the whole night so people can just go in with, anybody who wants to go and play with cats can do that without.
Fun. That would be so fun for a birthday party.
I want to live in St. Louis and hang out with Suzanne.
Well, I'm about an hour and a half from
Yeah,
St.
well,
Louis.
wherever
can
you
come visit
live,
me.
yeah. I want to live in Southern Illinois and hang out with Suzanne. That sounds like so much fun. I just discovered there's a cat cafe that's about 45 minutes from me, so I will be checking it out when my daughter comes home. The next time my daughter
Yes,
comes
they're
home.
fun.
Any other ideas for Mother's Day that you want to share? I want to see how many of you do my idea with posting the photo of your mom and I want to, if you do that idea, let me know how many people post, because I don't know. I just came up with it this morning, so it's kind of similar to the free photo Friday, but it doesn't say free photo Friday.
I'm
It's
gonna
just,
do mine today, Ken.
yeah. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's a great idea for Deb because she's a photographer. You know, look at this terrible picture of my mom. Deb can take a better one.
Deb could up the ante and put everybody who posts, I'll do a 10-minute photo shoot with you and your mom as a contest. Put all of it in a thing and pull out one and
That's not a bad idea, Deb.
amazing. That's not a bad idea.
If you post a picture of your mom, you'll be entered to win a free 10-minute photo shoot with you and your mom
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
at your studio.
yeah,
That's a
they
great
come to you.
campaign. That's a great campaign measure.
Yeah, Di, you're brilliant.